Hey guys, it's Bill from Linden, Tennessee. Wanted to give an update on the Dub. It's been a while since I've done a video. I haven't done much to this thing for quite a while. There's a few reasons for that. If you recall, back a while ago, I was worried about my CV joints, or my CV shafts, rather, that with the DD-on tube the way it is, that I wouldn't be able to get the thing out if I use TSLA inners. That's what this is here. And let's go underneath and I'll show you what the solution is to that. It's not a novel solution. It's something that a lot of guys do, and I just wondered if I could go without doing it, but I can't just because of the way it is. But what this is a little stub shaft. This is from, shoot, I will make a note right here who makes these things. But actually a lot of companies make these things. EV West makes them. You can get them from Felton over in England. And these guys also make them. And what it is you just get a Porsche 911 inner CV joint, and it bolts right up to that bolt pattern. And then the other side, of course, is still going to be my mini CV joint. And then I'll have a custom length drive shaft made to go between the two. But the great thing about this is really flat. It's completely flat. So what I'll be able to do is I'll just be able to unbolt the CV from here, sort of scooch it in a little bit, and then drop the drive shaft out and then remove it. Easy peasy, meaning that I don't have to cut this in half. And I'm thrilled about that. I really did not want to do that. So that's really great. Otherwise, not much has changed under here. Battery box is still just sitting there, hanging out. Up here under the hood is where the major sort of holdup is. I don't know, a week or so ago, I finished building this battery box, and it came out really, really nice. And I put it in here, and I was really all happy with myself about how great it fits. You see down there, it just barely clears where that suspension link is. Same on the other side. And my issue was going to be with clearance for brakes, and that is still my issue, and that's where we stand right now. Those three holes, that big holes where the where this part, where is it? That part goes through right here. That part goes through to the brake pedal, and this part sticks out in this big old fat thing, the brake booster, vacuum booster, and then the actual master cylinder here. There is absolutely no room for that booster to go in here. One of a couple things could happen. I can't lower this box enough to clear it. I just can't. There's just, I can lower it probably 2 inches, maybe 3 at best, but I'd need to lower it like 5. I don't have enough clearance to move down. And to even lower it that far, I'd have to sort of cut the corners off of the bottom of the box. And I'm really not thrilled about doing that. So that's not really an option. Up here, I could modify this. I guess you'd call it a cross member. I don't know what you'd call it. But I could notch that out. I could cut that back maybe, I don't know, an inch or two. And that might give me enough room. And if I cut that out, I'd cut like a C. I'd notch it out, and then I'd plate that in, so it would maintain all of its rigidity. But the problem I run into, I really want to have air conditioning in this thing, and this is where the evaporator or the condenser goes, and you have to have a fan behind it. And as it is, I don't have very much room for a fan anyway. I'm probably going to have to put 2 low profile fans on there, and even that's going to be a thing, because yeah, there's fans on there, but if there's nowhere for the air to go, then the fan won't blow. So that's a thing. I may end up having to relocate this condenser. I don't know. But this is the thing. So what I've done is, since I can't do either of those 2 options, the third thing I can do is come up with a different master cylinder situation. And what I've done is I've found a local breaker scrapyard, and they're going to get me an iBooster from an Accura, and that's what a lot of the EV guys use. If you look up like Super Fast Matt, he used one of those, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube of how they work. They're very easy to connect, and yeah, that's what I'm going to try. That's what I'm going to try over there. I don't know how tall they are or how far they go down from their center line. I'm not sure how I will adapt their input push rod to my brake pedal. That I'm not worried about, or figuring out a way to adapt their mounting system to my firewall here. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm just very worried about having clearance for my battery box, because I don't really have anywhere else to put it. Oh, the final way that I could fix this is this whole row of batteries back here. I don't remember how many is back there. Let's just say it's 12 or something. I don't know. But that whole row of batteries, I could remake this box and eliminate this notch right here, and then relocate this box maybe behind the drive unit in the back or something. I don't know. Or maybe up higher or some, I don't know. I'd relocate it. That's another option. I don't particularly want to remake this box because this came out really, really nice. Anyway, that's my brain is kind of compartmentalized, so I don't really proceed on anything else in the build if I've got a major problem like this standing in my way. So I need to really figure this out first. And until I do that, there's really not going to be much progress made. I did order some 911 half shafts, used half shafts, and they'll be here next week probably. And then I can cut that shaft in half and mock it up with the other half of the mini half shaft, the mini quarter shaft. And then I could, try and figure out if I've got the right spacing and stuff of the drive unit in there. And if I do that, then I can go ahead and finish welding it. Because what I would like to do is end up with two drive shafts of the exact same length left and right, just because it suits my sense of whimsy. But anyway, that's where this thing is. And of course, I've still got a disaster in here. I need to do that dash. I've still got rust to work on. I haven't even really put a lot of thought into the wiring. I got to come up with a new wiring harness. I need to finish all this rust up. And yeah, there's still a lot to do to this thing. But we do it. And as soon as I come up with something for this, which I will, then we'll let you know. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.